A young girl sat in the back of a limousine, tears streaming down her face. The heat outside was unbearable, and the windows were sealed shut. Her mother, a well-known executive, was too focused on her upcoming meeting to notice her discomfort. But then something unexpected happened. A millionaire, a stranger in a sharp suit, walked up to the car offering help. Why would someone like him stop to help a girl he didn't know? And what would happen next would change everything forever. Keep watching to find out. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. For more powerful stories like this, little Emma's family had always lived in the fast lane. Her mother, Sarah, was an ambitious corporate executive who had spent years climbing the corporate ladder. They were used to luxury, expensive cars, lavish homes, and international travel. That day, as the sun blazed down on the city, Sarah placed Emma in the back of the limo, thinking it was a safe space for her daughter to wait while she finished her meeting. Emma, on the other hand, wasn't interested in staying. She was used to the air-conditioned comfort of home, and this oppressive heat made her uneasy. She began to sweat, her discomfort growing with every passing minute. The car's windows were sealed tight, and the air conditioning wasn't working. Emma whispered to her mom, "Please, Mom, it's too hot." But Sarah, lost in her thoughts, didn't respond. Emma's distress continued to build. As the minutes ticked by, Emma's discomfort turned into panic. Her tiny hands pressed against the window, desperate for any relief. She tried again, this time louder. "Mom, it's too hot! Please!" But Sarah, immersed in her phone call, didn't notice her daughter's distress. Emma felt trapped. The air inside the limo felt like a furnace, and her mother's inattention made her feel completely alone. Then, out of nowhere, a sharp knock on the window startled her. She jumped and looked up to see a tall man in a tailored suit standing outside. He was a millionaire businessman who had just stepped out of the nearby building, and he had noticed the little girl in distress. His eyes locked onto hers, and without saying a word, he moved around the car to the driver's side. "Excuse me, ma'am," he said to Sarah, who was still on the phone. "Your daughter seems to be in distress." Sarah, slightly annoyed at being interrupted, glanced over her shoulder but didn't immediately respond. The man didn't wait for her approval. He opened the door and knelt beside the car, looking at Emma. "Are you okay?" he asked, his voice gentle but firm. Emma nodded, but she could barely hold back tears. Her chest felt tight. The millionaire, seeing the desperation in Emma's eyes, made a split-second decision. He leaned in closer and spoke directly to Sarah. "I understand you're busy, but your daughter's safety should come first. She's struggling back there, and I can't just walk away." Emma's heart skipped a beat. Was this man actually standing up for her? She hadn't expected anyone to care. Sarah, realizing that the situation had escalated in a way she couldn't ignore, finally put her phone down and looked at her daughter. The guilt hit her like a wave, but there was no time to process it. The millionaire turned to a nearby valet and asked him to bring a bottle of water for Emma. As the valet quickly complied, he didn't leave until Emma had the water in her hands, and Sarah was ready to take responsibility. This wasn't just a good deed. It was a reminder that we all have a responsibility to look out for others, especially when they need it most. Later that day, Sarah reflected on the incident as she sat in her office. She had been too focused on her career and her meetings to notice her own daughter's distress. The stranger's intervention had forced her to confront something much more profound. She had been so absorbed in her own life that she had failed to be present for Emma. The millionaire's words echoed in her mind. Your daughter's safety should come first. It wasn't just about the heat in the car, it was about the heat of the pressure she had been putting on her family. Emma, for her part, felt both grateful and conflicted. She was thankful for the stranger's help. Still, she also felt a growing realization about how her mother's choices impacted their relationship. This moment, small yet powerful, was a turning point. Emma's trust in her mother had shifted, and Sarah would never be the same again. What changes are you making in your life after seeing this? Take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Take care.